let's break down Arizona's unique foreclosure laws and what this anti-deficiency shield actually means for homeowners.
So, let's start with a big question. What if your foreclosed home sells for less than you owe?
Well, that shortfall is called a deficiency, and in most states, the lender can actually sue you for it.
Say you owe $250K, but the house sells for $200K. That leaves a $50,000 deficiency.
But Arizona is different. The state has these powerful laws that act like a shield for homeowners.
This protection really comes down to two key statutes. You can think of them as the twin pillars of the shield.
Okay, look closely here. The judicial route requires a purchase money loan, but the much more common non-judicial doesn't.
So what's a purchase money loan? It's just the original loan you used to buy the house. Simple as that.
This shield is pretty powerful, right? But it does have some cracks. Let's see where it won't protect you.
Okay, first scenario. Imagine you buy a vacant lot, and you're planning to build your dream home on it.
Yeah, that's not protected. The courts are clear. You need a substantially completed home on the property to qualify.
All right, what if you start building, say the house is just a frame when you default on the loan?
Nope, also not protected. The law is really specific here. The home had to be actually utilized as a dwelling.
Okay, now this is a big one that trips people up. What happens when you do a cash-out refinance?
Well, the courts trace the money. The original purchase part of the loan is safe, but that cash-out part isn't.
So what does that mean? It means the lender could still come after you personally for that cash-out amount.
So, want to know if you might be covered? Here's a really quick three-part test you can use to check.
And keep in mind, there are other big exceptions. This shield doesn't apply to developers or some government-backed loans.
Okay, so what does all this mean for you? It really comes down to knowing who to ask for advice.
Your agent can explain the process, sure, but they absolutely cannot give you legal advice. That's a critical line.
In fact, state rules actually require them to tell you to go see a lawyer for these kinds of questions. With all this complexity, it really shows why getting professional legal advice isn't just a good idea, it's essential.